Hi, my name's Rob. You quite finished, Millie? Hi, my name's Rob, and if you're new to this channel, I'm a If I give you a piece to camera, will you stop ruining my intro? Thank you. Hi, my name's Rob. I'm an electrical mechanical engineer and a keen sailor. A couple of days ago I got a phone call from some good friends saying would I mind flying out to Corfu to help service their catamaran and then sail it from Corfu up to Dubrovnik. Of course I said yes in an instant. Have you finished making enough noise, Millie? So this is my first time on a multi-hull. I've done thousands of hours sailing, everything from dinghies up to carbon fibre Italian racing offshore yachts. But as I say, catamaran's a new experience for me. So I'm going to do a sort of comparison for those of you out there who are perhaps interesting to, I don't know if you'd call it upgrading, but changing from mono to multi-hull, and see what you think.
A few days later, with flights booked and luggage maxed out with tools and engine spares, I made my way to the departure gate at Stansted Airport. As well as the service items, I managed to pack a couple of t-shirts and a few bags of Percy Pig chewy sweets from Marks and Spencer's. The relevance of the Percy Pigs will be revealed later in the video. Unfortunately, the flight was late arriving, so rather than hunt for the boat in the dark, I checked into a rather swanky hotel, just in time for last orders.
From up here on the sun terrace, there's just masts as far as the eye can see. That's one hell of a sized marina. Calamera and good morning. Welcome to a beautiful sunny Gouvier Marina here in Corfu. So we're on board a Lagoon 380 2011 model, but I must add the owners aren't particularly keen on appearing on YouTube, so it's only me you're going to see on this video, unfortunately.
Due to lockdowns and various travel restrictions, the boat hadn't been used for a couple of years. Everything needed testing and servicing.
So here we are in the engine room, doing all the usual checks. This is fitted with a sail drive unit, and strangely enough the sail drive is behind, there's the rudder post down there, behind the rudder post, so you don't actually get any prop wash when you go into drive with your helm over. Interesting setup. Something I've got to point out on these Lagoons is because the engine's essentially the wrong way round, you can't get to the front of it like you would on a normal yacht through the companionway hatch. Things like the impeller pump, which is down here, you can see the scale on the size of my hand, there's barely enough room to get your screwdriver in to take the cover off. But obviously it's got to be done, and I've already found a broken hose clip on the outlet of the water pump, so lots to be done on here. Actually got a hole in it, so I'll pop a new one in there.
The engine hours run digital display had failed on both engines. Thanks to YouTube channel Sailing Ruby Rose, Nick and Teresa had made an excellent tutorial video of how to change a Yanmar engine hours display. They saved us a small fortune. Thanks, Nick.
So these are the little liquid crystal displays that we've just changed. Rather pleased with it all. So we've changed a total of 5 batteries. The other engine start, of course, is in the other hull, and all looking good.
Even the Honda outboard motor had a major service, including oil change, filter change, impeller change and plugs. Oh, and if you've never used an impact screwdriver, can I recommend you get one for your toolkit? Saves so much frustration with difficult drain plugs. We made many visits to the local chandlery. Strange how everything seems to cost double the UK prices. The list of jobs was never ending. I'm sure you all know what this is for. Some jobs just aren't as pleasant as others to work on. If you're looking for Noah's Ark, mate, that ship sailed a long time ago. As the end of the list got closer, we inspected the sails and rigging, provisioned the boat with food and checked out with the local authorities. Just time for one last gyros. Sheep's head, anyone?
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock and we're about to leave Gouvier Marina. It's first light, and yeah, fingers crossed this goes smoothly.
I don't know about you guys watching this, but I always get a strange butterfly sensation in my stomach just before embarking on a voyage. Perhaps it's just respect knowing what Mother Nature could throw at you if things go wrong. As Gouvier disappears into the distance, we head over the horizon. You know when you've made it in life when you've got your own helicopter pad on the front of your boat. The size of that thing, I wouldn't fancy his fuel bill. So, quick passage update. We've just left Gouvier Marina and we're heading up between Albania to starboard and the tip of Corfu to port. And that in reality is Corfu to port, Albania to starboard. This little island is North Erikosa, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's the last of the Greek islands before we head up north. And this is a room with a sea view, literally. Like staring into a washing machine, I suppose. So it's goodbye Ionian, hello Adriatic. As the sun goes down, end of day one, we'll do a quick chart update and see how far we got. Got 119 miles to go, and at the moment we are exactly between Italy, zoom out a bit, Italy and Albania. Apart from having to have the engines on, I'm actually, well, kind of enjoying this journey. So the engines are doing 2,200. We've both got both of them running at cruising speed. We're doing about 6 knots, and this is the noise in the aft cabin. So the monitor is right on my pillow. About 95 decibels. It's not too bad. And here's one I prepared earlier. Look at that. Hi guys, quick update. It's just gone midnight. There's a full moon out. And the GPS keeps going on the blink. Strange, they can be way out at sea, absolutely nothing around you. And then you meet another ship within 2 miles of each other.
You about to jiggle?
I'm doing the jiggle.
Wow!
No sucking needed.
So how long do you think that'll take?
A couple of minutes.
Brilliant.
Well, we'll find out soon. Research fly at sea.
One of the first obvious things to mention the difference between a multi-hull and a monohull is it's so much easier to do things on passage. So making bread, everything stays nice and level. It's quite amazing. And there's a really cool feature on these 380s. If you open the engine cover when the engine's been running, you've got a purpose-made proving shelf. Grow, my little yeasty friend, grow. That's grown nicely. And I shall see you in about half an hour. Sounds about right.
Just one lonely dolphin down there. I think he's been on the dolphin dating website. It's called Plenty of Fish. Hello, buddy.
It won't be long before we enter Croatian waters, so put their Hope Courtesy flag up and of course the yellow Q flag. Our port of entry to the Dalmatian coast was Kaftat.
And this is the customs key.
Just sailed from Corfu to Dubrovnik, celebrating with a very quick fix. And this is the walled city of Dubrovnik, wobbling around, just a bit of a wash there. We headed for a secluded bay off the beaten track, hoping for a good night's rest and perhaps even a lie-in.
Our first night at anchor in Croatia. Time for a beer.
Look how clear the water is here in Croatia. These are 7.5 metres down, the concrete blocks holding our mooring lines. Amazing.
And the washing machine window has turned into an aquarium.
And here comes the armada of day boats. Is that really necessary? I rapidly hoisted my anchor ball scarecrow. They took no notice.
So having just sailed over 200 miles, there's actually another reason why I've come to Dubrovnik. My daughter's just got a job as a skipper with Sunsail, and she's feeling a bit homesick. She's missing Percy pigs from Marks and Spencer's, and she forgot her hair straightener, so Dad's got to help her daughter out sometime, and that's the real reason why I've made this trip. I hope it works out well for her.
So, armed with Percy pigs and a latitude and longitude location, we made our way for a secret rendezvous with Jenny.
Please, hang on.
Bye, Jen! And just like that, she was gone again. Ooh. Wow, that was quite emotional. So as I said before, this is a Lagoon 380 built in 2011. They actually managed to make over 1,000 of these models, so there's a lot of people liking them out there. And I think whoever designed them was actually a bit of a Star Trek fan. I'll show you why. The dome roof has a startling resemblance to the Starship Enterprise. And the similarities don't stop there. Remember the bridge, the noise the bridge made? And down here in the heads is obviously a secret weapon to wipe out Klingons. And this is my room. It's one of the aft cabins. Plenty of space in here, it's gorgeous. One of the best things about this aft cabin is you've got these huge windows. And you wake up in the morning with a view like that. The saloon area is very spacious with beautiful windows that you can see out almost 360. Owner's cabin, and it's absolutely massive, it's gorgeous. With the owner's side you get the additional wardrobes in the centre, which would be where the heads were if it was the charter version. And going through to the owner's hull heads, you get this massive, I mean it really is massive, sit down shower suite. Don't beat me up, Scotty, I'm having a shower. Whilst working in the engine room, I noted the propeller is actually behind the rudder. I thought, how's it going to steer using prop wash? Well, the reality is you don't use your rudders at all when going below 2 knots. You lock the steering wheel and then you just use forward and reverse on either port or starboard engines to steer with. It's rather like, well, for those of you who've driven a Bobcat, a skid steer digger. It's rather like that, just speed up one side, slow down the other, so on. It's an acquired taste, but once you get used to it, it's quite good. We're cracking along quite nicely at 5.5, 6 knots. But I have to say the steering is somewhat to be desired. There's no feedback like you get on a normal yacht, monohull. It's just sort of, I don't know, like driving a car, I suppose. So we're experiencing probably top end of a 5. Boat's rolling around nicely. And we've just got half a head sail up and we are sometimes making nearly 8 knots, so it's quite impressive really. Whilst waiting for this storm to blow through, I thought I'd summarise my thoughts between this catamaran and my monohull. If you're thinking of living on board for extended periods, then this is the perfect boat for you. However, if like me you like to sail just at weekends on a well balanced yacht sitting in the groove, then it's got to be a monohull all the way. Well, it'll soon be time to jump in the tender, head to shore, get to the airport. Thoroughly enjoyed my time on this Lagoon 380 and I hope I'm invited out again to join the crew soon. This is the life. As I fly back home along the Dalmatian coast, I can't help but think the Lagoon catamaran didn't hold any nasty surprises. What really took my breath away was the sheer beauty of this stretch of coastline. If you get the chance to sail this area, I know you won't be disappointed. Even better, if you happen to have a bag of Percy pigs, could you give it to a sunsail crew to pass on to Jenny? Thank you for watching.